to the garden. So today I want to talk about my Gunnera, my Gunnera Manicata. So the debate goes on about pots and planted into the garden. So I've done a bit of an experiment this year as to how my Gunnera is done in a pot. Now it's probably not going to give you a full idea of what it is because this is only the first season. Okay, so I've got a couple of befores and after photos which I'm going to show you guys. So when I bought it back in the spring, sort of a really small plant, 2 litre pot size, and I put that in just now. And the leaves have not gone wild, but they've put on some really good growth for the size pot that I actually put it in. Okay, so but the thing that's impressive is the actual crown of the plant itself. It's absolutely gone huge, and let me just show you that because I was gobsmacked. I've kind of left it alone. I put it in a pot, and the pot's gone sort of in the ground, half in, half out, into a bed. Left it alone, watered it well, fed it well, but in a pot you'll always have them kind of restrictions, them growth restrictions. But let me just show you this crown, because it's absolutely amazing for just 1 year. Okay, so I've purposely left the original leaf on, which is just here, which was with the tiny plant. Okay, so I purposely left that on just for a bit of a reference, and the other side as well, you can just about make out just at the back there. They were like the 2 original leaves that come with the plant, but it's this crown. It's just gone. I don't know if you can make out the size of that. So this is my fist. I'm gonna see if I can. Incredibly difficult to do. So it's literally the size of my fist, the same sort of size. So just look at the size of that, and you can see the size pot that it's in. So it's done absolutely amazingly well in a pot, although it's not going to get the massive leaves this year. Obviously the size of that crown next year, we'll obviously have to repot it, but some of the leaves will be absolutely gigantic. With anything with pots, in previous videos, if you've seen some of mine, you'll know I'll do a lot of stuff with pots, and I put the pots sort of into the ground or half in, half out, kind of give something a bit of a lift or a bit of height before the season, if you like, because you're not going to get that growth that you've got in the garden. However, there's a lot of pluses to it, you know. Obviously with tender plants you can sort of bring them in conservatories or sheds or garages over winter, albeit the big ones will take quite a bit of lifting, but it's a real positive for me. I'm in a rented garden, so all the plants that you see sort of around me at the minute, okay, these are all in pots and they look absolutely fantastic, and they will be coming in the winter, so there will be no drama, and they will be coming with me when I do move house as well and finally buy a house, which will be fantastic. So back to the Gunnera. So I am debating putting it in the ground next season, but I'm kind of cheating myself there if I do that. So I think I am going to stick with it, get a big pot it up, give it lots of food. So this year it's had lots of chicken manure, lots of water. We've had a fairly wet one, so it's been fairly easy to keep moist, what a good word that is. So it's been fairly easy to keep wet. Okay, so the bigger the pot, the easier it's going to be for me to be able to keep it wet. I think it needs lots of chicken manure, and I've also this year I've given it some seaweed feed, some dry seaweed feed, and it's done really well. Obviously them leaves will come off. I'm going to bring it in because why not? Let's give it some protection over the winter. And then next year, big pot, going in a big bed, and I'm going to make it the centerpiece. I'm going to lift it up, probably on anything really, so I use tyres or anything like that, because you won't see them because the way I do the planting. Lift it up, make it sort of a centerpiece, so next year we're going to really see what it's really going to do. There we have it. So I genuinely think you can literally grow anything in a pot, so long as you give it the right amount of water, the right amount of food, because obviously it's not pulling from the ground. So I think this is going to be another great addition to the garden, from being patient, bought it small, stuck with it, kept it in a pot, stuck true to what I believed in. These leaves really do me head in now, but I've kept them on, like I say, but I really need to take them off. So I've kept true okay, to what I believed in. Bigger pot next year, bigger and better, with everything, my red bananas, my green bananas, my cordylines, my fatsias, okay, my brugmansias, bigger and better, and I'm going to prove that it can all be done in a potted garden with a tiny bit of planting. So until next time, guys, I'll see you in the garden.